What's up, people? I'm still trying to um, recover from last night, from the fight. Definitely had a good time, had a great time. Had peoples over, fam over. It was a really, really good time. Great night of boxing. My prediction was correct. I had Bud Crawford winning, but I don't think I don't think anybody had the fight going like that. I mean, it was a one-sided ass whipping from round 2 on. And the one thing that I noticed that stood out to me at the beginning of the fight was Errol Spence's footwork was horrible. He was lunging in off balance. He was lunging in, and then when he would back up, he would be off balance. So it didn't surprise me that that he got knocked down. Because honestly, the first knockdown was a flash knockdown, the one in round 2. Because he lunged in, and Bud caught him with counter left, and then simple jab. Nothing, just knocked him just flat on his butt. And but after that, Errol. Well, I thought Terrence Crawford was going to win because I thought he was a more versatile fighter. He can fight conventional, he can fight southpaw, he can box with you, he can slug with you. And last night was his moment. And and it's just maybe it's almost poetic. When he came into the ring, when Eminem introduced him, for the ring walk, and he meant business. He meant business. That was his moment. That was a virtuoso. It reminded me of Mayweather versus Gotti. Now, the reason why I say that is because that was Mayweather's first time headlining a pay-per-view fight where he was the favorite, but Gotti was the champion. Why this is more impressive is because, the performance reminded me of that, but it was more impressive, this performance by Bud Crawford, because Spence was an undefeated champion, held 3 belts. And, Gotti, while he was the champion, Gotti had lost about 5 or 6 times by the time he got in the ring with Floyd. Errol Spence was undefeated. Both fighters were undefeated. And to be the way he beat him after round 7, I was screaming at the TV, man, stop the fucking fight. I was like, stop the fight, bro. Stop the fight, because Spence wasn't only getting beat, he was getting beat up. And if you saw his face, oh my God. It looked like he walked in front of a truck. And I was like, yo, and it's crazy because Cousin David, y'all know him from the podcast, he predicted Spence in 8. Crawford in 8. And I was like, oh my God, David is about to be right. Because after Bud knocked him down twice in the 7th round, I was like, he has nothing left. I was like, oh my God, he's going to finish him in 8. Somehow, some way, Crawford got through the 8th. But in the 9th round, when Spence got to the 8th round. But on the 9th round, when Crawford put him on skates again, with just unloading combinations, I'm like, come on, please, stop the damn fight. And the referee stopped the fight. One-sided ass whipping. But the first thing I noticed in the fight was Spence's footwork was terrible. His footwork was horrible. He tried to big boy Crawford, and Bud he just wasn't having it. His footwork was awful. He tried to keep coming because Spence is they can both be natural counter punchers, but Spence is more of a pressure fighter. He's more of a pressure fighter, but when that don't work, there's nothing he could do. Now he's saying he wants a rematch. I don't know why. To be honest with you, I understand you want to get that bag, but even if the rematch happens at 154, which both fighters said would probably be the case. Now, wouldn't any belts be on the line? But I understand you, prideful person, and if I'm Errol Spence and I took an ass woman like that, I wouldn't speak to nobody for like the next 3 weeks. Like, I would lock myself in the room for 3 weeks and just think about it. He beat the fuck out of you, bro. He kicked your ass. from pillar to post. He did. But I don't see what the point of a rematch would be, because only thing I would see different if the fight happened in 154 is I think the fight would go to distance. That's it. I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be a 9th round stoppage. I think it would go to distance, but I think the outcome would still be the same. Terrence Crawford is he's the best fighter in the world. Period. I mean, he's the best fighter in the world, and he's gonna move up to 154 too. So I mean, there's still. I mean, he's talking about fighting Charlo, but Charlo got to fight Canelo in 2 months. So we'll see what happens with that. And by the way, man, y'all Charlo brothers, y'all need to learn how to act in public. Even y'all wives is fighting, and Caleb Plant pimp slaps the shit out of Jamal, and I'm like, yo, y'all come on, man, cut it out. But yeah, that's my reaction to the fight, man. It was a great night. We bust some spades, we had a good old time. But salute to Terrence Bud Crawford, the best fighter in the world. No debate. He left no doubt, in a virtuoso, brilliant performance that puts him up there with the all-time greats. No question. Sports Plus Life. Probably I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it this Monday. I got choir rehearsal, but Sports Plus Life, we'll get one in next week. All right.